Today's topic, what's the deal with daily affirmations? Hi, I'm Doug Holt with author of Your Own Story, and this is your Daily Growth Hack, where each day we give you a tip, trick, or insight to help you uplevel what we call the 5 to Thrive. That is your mind, your body, your soul, your relationships, and your business. So this is a reader's question, or a listener's question, I should say. And one of the questions that came in was, Doug, what's the deal with daily affirmations? Are they a joke? Are they real? Should I be doing them, or should I just throw them out the window? There's so much conflicting information out there. Well, I'm here to say that daily affirmations are excellent, and it just really depends, like anything, on what you do with them. And so what I mean is, if your daily affirmation, let's say, is I'm happy. Maybe you've been a little down and you want to increase your happiness, and so you're going to do your daily affirmation just telling yourself you're happy. Now, of course, I think daily affirmations should align with your 5 to Thrive and should also align with your goals. But let's go back to that example of just being happy. Now, if you're sitting there in a room and you're saying your daily affirmations, you're sitting down, you're tired, you just woke up and I'm happy. I'm happy. And you really have this physiology and emotion of just being depressed and sad, it's not going to work. It's not going to work for you. So, as Tony Robbins, and somebody who's been a mentor of mine for many years, calls them, he doesn't prefer daily affirmations. He calls them incantations. Incantations, but incantations. And the reason he takes this phraseology and uses it differently is because he wants your whole body to be in it. And I found that to be true too. You see, even back when I was playing at high-level soccer teams, our coaches would have us visualize, right? Think about winning, and they would have us get into it. And I didn't really get it at the time, but of course, you're with a bunch of other guys, and you kind of get worked up, and you're ready to go. And you see this in sporting events, even professional sports, even today. And the reason is the more you animate or bring your body, your physiology into what your thought process is, the more you're going to actually feel it. And so, for example, when you think about this example we use all the time, you think about a depressed person, right? What does a depressed person look like? Humped shoulders, slunched head, looking down, really down, kind of a frown on their face. And you just kind of say, that person's depressed. Well, if you put your physiology, your body in that position for long enough, you become depressed. Now, the same is true if you go the opposite way. So what does a confident, powerful person look like, right? Chest is out, shoulders are relaxed, down and back. Head is up high, standing firm, deep diaphragmatic breaths. If you do that position, you become more confident naturally. Now, the same thing is with your affirmations. So with your affirmations, yes, I think they're critical because I think whatever your mind is thinking of is what you naturally start to move towards, right? You just start to do that. It's whatever you're focusing on is really what it is. And an affirmation is just a reminder of what you want and what you want to focus on. So if you have an affirmation to be happy, then what you want to do is go, okay, I'm happy, and really get into it. But think about some times in your life that you've just been so incredibly happy. And I know for some people, maybe it's been a year or two that you've really had just an unbelievable happy time. Life can throw you down at times. But think back when you were a kid, or think of a time that you've seen a loved one or you've seen a friend. All of us have them. Go there. Go into that moment. Remember what it smells like, what it sounds like, what it felt like. Was it cold? Was it warm? What was that moment? And then get into that affirmation. And don't sit down. Don't sit down. Stand up. Get into your affirmation. If it's I'm happy, I want to think about a time, that I'm playing with my newborn son. He's 17 weeks now, and oh my gosh, when he giggles, how could you not be happy? If I can get into that moment, just remember, just picture him giggling, and then I got to get excited and go, you know what, I'm happy. Each and every day, I enjoy every moment of each and every day, which makes me happy. That would be the kind of affirmation that I would write down and really get into. Now, again, I think you should have affirmations for every category of your 5 to Thrive. So, of course, this is what I'm going to ask you to do. Because remember, you need to take action. Listening to these or watching these isn't enough. Take action. We've done almost 100 episodes of the Daily Growth Hack. And you need to take action. Pretty soon, we're going to be taking them down and putting the next season up. So take action now in this moment. There's no other time than the present. So grab your journal. Write down your 5 to Thrive. Remember, that's your mind, your body, your soul, your relationships, and your business. And write affirmations or incantations or statements, positive statements that lead you in the direction that you want to go. So, for example, for your mind, I could say, I speak Spanish with poise and confidence. I speak Spanish with poise and confidence. So I would say that over and really get into it, and imagine myself having a fluent conversation in Spanish, or as fluent as I can, because that's one of my goals by the end of this year, is to be able to have a conversation in Spanish. And then maybe my body is full of energy. My body is full of energy. My body is full of energy. And then get into it, right? It's the opposite happens is I used to be the guy that said, I'm always tired. I ran 5 businesses. Well, at the time it was 4 when I used to say it, and I've gotten even busier. But as soon as I got rid of I am tired, always saying that, my energy decreased. And it's the weirdest thing, right? What you focus on is what you get. Now you have to do the work, of course. There's no secret to this. It's really about focusing on something and going towards that goal. And these affirmations or incantations are just reminders, right? Soul, you can say, I am peaceful and tranquil whenever stress comes my way. I am peaceful and tranquil whenever stress comes my way. Whatever you want to say. So that's one I would use for soul. And I'm making these up on the fly, but I do this a lot. And I have a set list of affirmations or incantations that I read on a regular basis. I take it a step further. Because I'm just crazy and I get busy, is I actually record it. So I record it here on a microphone and I listen to it. I listen to it on my way to the gym. So I'll listen to kind of a condensed version of what I call my hour of power. And in that has my incantations or affirmations. Now, when I'm on my game, and I'm human, so I'm not always, but when I'm on my game, I get into it. I try to loosen my body up, and hopefully I'm running or moving while I'm doing it, but sometimes I'm in the car. And I really try to repeat them with emotion. Because I realize that if I'm going to do it, if I'm going to do anything, I might as well do it with my all, with my gusto, and really go out there. I mean, there's no sense in just half-assing something. There just isn't. It doesn't make any sense. You might as well go sit on the couch or watch a movie and enjoy yourself some other way. But if you're going to be doing something to better your life, to become the author of your own story, you're going to have to put the work into it. There's just no two ways about it. I'm all for ease and flow, but ease and flow involves work too. It involves doing those little things. And I'm here to tell you somebody that's actually written their own story and has been able to live just an epic life that I continue to live and travel when I want to, where I want to, run my businesses the way I want to, live my own story. I'm here to tell you this is one small step there. All of these are steps. They're all little critical elements to getting you to become the author of your own story. So I encourage you, unless you're at the gym, and if you're at the gym, you can take little notes in between sets. Unless you're doing some kind of circuit, take little notes afterwards. Set a timer, set an alarm on your phone right now to remind yourself to do this exercise if you can't do it right now. But if you can do it right now, grab a piece of paper. If you're at work, pull up a Word document. Use a Google document or Evernote so you can keep these daily growth hacks, keep going, and then list them. Now, what I want you to do is list your 5 to Thrive, list the affirmations, list why you want them, and then practice them. Go into the mirror and practice them and see yourself and make sure you have the energy. Now, once you do that, what I want you to do is do it one more time, but take it to the next level. Take your energy, your motion, everything to just one other level. And last but not least, I want you to share this with 3 other people. It's really, really difficult. It's possible, but it's really difficult to become the author of your own story if you don't have a tribe behind you, if you don't have a support team. Imagine going into battle and being a battle army of one versus a huge army. Or imagine just going and playing a sporting event, right? Soccer is my sport, right? But imagine if I showed up to the field with no other guys on my team. It'd be a tough game. You just forfeit. The game's over, right? So I want to recruit people as much as possible, and I'm recruiting you. I want you to be on my side. I want to live the author of my own story lifestyle the rest of my life. And so I'm recruiting you to hold me accountable and have conversations that mean something. Have conversations at a deeper level. Truly, that's what we all want. We all want that. So what I want you to do is recruit 3 people. And if you don't have 3 people, go over to the Author of Your Own Story group, join the conversation in there, introduce yourself, and instantly you're going to have hundreds of people right there. But if you don't, share this with 3 people and build your tribe. You'll be surprised at the conversations and the level and the depth of the relationships it takes when you do this. If you've been sharing this with 3 people, pick 3 additional people and share it and continue that conversation. That's it for me today. Remember, go out and be the author of your own story. I hope you enjoyed today's Daily Growth Hacks. Please put your comments right down below and remember to click subscribe. This way we can ensure that we're delivering these daily growth hacks right to you each and every day. On behalf of the whole team here, remember, go out and be the author of your own story.